is host Eric, and I'm the host of Talking with Fans People. So, if you have a dream to someday become elite like me, then you're in the right place. So, I'm just wrapping up this football game I'm playing in anticipation of starting to watch the Clemson Texas game. It's in 10 minutes or so, or maybe a little more. It's hard to say. But my point is that this, regardless, will and is, and forever shall be, the best Clemson versus Texas live stream. So, obviously, it's not that yet because the game hasn't started, and I'm just sort of in pre stream mode right now, trying to do something here in this game before I close shop on the game and open shop on the game. You know, if you're not a college football fan, well, you know my streams. They tend to be a little all over the place, I guess. So it may turn out that the game's not good, in which case I'm probably not going to watch it. Okay. Right now we're going to go outside. We're going to have ourselves a snack, as they say in that one song. Except for us, our snack will be a cigarette. Hello, friends. Hello, Winston's mom. Hello, Simple Girl. What a pleasure to see you here today. The early game for the college football playoff was unfortunately a bust as SMU just got walloped by Penn State. I'm sure everyone in the country except Penn State was rooting for SMU, but alas, to no avail. Chiefs look like they've beaten the Texans, or are wrapping up on a win anyway. And sure, the women's UCLA team is playing currently against North Carolina, but I'm not going to be watching basketball. I will be watching women's college basketball today, but not right now because it comes on at 5 o'clock. The USC game. USC is playing a tough opponent. I forget who it is. UConn. That's who we're playing. We're playing against UConn at 5 o'clock. Now, USC is ranked number 6, and I think, 7 maybe? 8, I don't know, 6, 7, or 8, or something like that. And UConn's ranked number 4, I believe. 12 minutes till kickoff in Texas as the Longhorns have a home game hosting the 12 seed Clemson. Are you really complicated? No, I'm not saying you're really complicated. I'm saying you have an alter ego named Complicated Girl who is very complicated. And what she does, this is like when it's time for you to stop pretending to be Bruce Wayne and put on your Batman suit, right? Then you get complicated. The simple girl we see here today is the Bruce Wayne or Clark Kent of Complicated Girl. Now, I came out here for a cigarette, but what's one thing I'm definitely going to need if I'm going to have a cigarette out here? Well, that's right. If you guessed a cigarette, you are correct. If I have nothing else, I need this. I need one thing to have a cigarette outside. I may have to go to the store today. I'm almost out of cigarettes, I think. But so far the college football playoff is disappointed a bit because last night's game wasn't any good either. Notre Dame just kind of throttled Indiana. Whereas Penn State stomped SMU, Notre Dame throttled Indiana. Today I watched Hank from the Vlogbrothers channel break down what may be happening with all these drone sightings. He also covered over. What did he say? I'm curious. Everybody keeps asking me about it, but I don't know anything about it really. Um, Hello, Mexico. Alberto Najera is here. A Dim. No, I'm sorry. P. Diddy is not here. He's actually in jail in New York. Where he belongs. One thing he stressed over and over again was I'd have to look into this subject more to have a determination about it. Never to see the light of day, complicated girl? Well, no. She only moves in the shadows. There are more eyes looking for drones and orbs and aliens in the skies now. Therefore, more possible eyes to be deceived by something, or obviously people who are looking for UFO-ish kind of things, paranormal stuff, tend to be more likely to find it. But that's not the case with me. Oh, you're talking about Diddy. Oh yeah. Well, that Diddy does have that in common with Complicated Girl, but that's the only thing they have in common. Don't worry about it. Do I believe in aliens? I believe there is probably alien life on other worlds, but I don't believe in the kind of aliens that travel here on spaceships. There may even be complex alien life on some other world. I'm not sure. All this happened over in Colorado a decade or so ago. That's why he brings up more eyes in the sky. Well, what does he think it is? I mean, the orbs are a trick of the light, is what he said. Is what he's saying. Um, that doesn't. I don't buy that. I've seen too many such things that are definitely not a trick of the light. Yeah. My name is not Diddy, actually. My name is Eric. And I am the champion of all the worlds. So I'm what you might call the world champion of majesty because I'm so majestic, supreme, you know, divine. Divine like a rich chocolate cake. Drones that are the size of cars are being reported. That is not happening. I mean, the military drones are pretty big. I don't know if they're the size of cars, but they're substantially larger than civilian drones, I've seen some of the military drones flying around here occasionally, and it was quite large. Military drones are quite large, actually. I might conceivably describe it myself as about the size of a car because I'm not that great at judging size from a distance, but maybe smaller. I don't know. Seems like it's about the length of a car at least. The military drones. Okay, but the thing is, Winston's mom, it's true that some people make errors about this kind of things. But when you have a cluster of reports, it becomes decreasingly likely that it's an error. Even if you find an example within that cluster that is an error, that's not indicative that the cluster is an error anyway, as a whole. I don't have a hypothesis. I'm just saying I'm I'm not particularly eager to dismiss the reports of a group, multiple individual people saying they saw something all around the same time, all seeming to be referring to the same thing. They saw something. I don't know what it is, but I've heard someone posit that it's Chinese tech, but I don't know. What do I look like? Somebody in the CIA? Who's going to win this game, Clemson or Texas? Well, I think Texas is going to win. And I'm rooting for Texas to win because I don't like Clemson. I don't know why, but I've never liked Clemson. Hank said, until we know more, let's not go all conspiracy theory or aliens. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't think it's aliens. I feel confident about that. But I think it's something other than just people either reporting falsely or making a mistake all in a cluster. That just doesn't make much sense. Even if they may have all mistaken something that is actually normal for that stuff because of some atmospheric phenomenon or whatever. That's possible. Who knows? But they saw something, right? And they saw something unusual enough to make note of it and post on social media about it and stuff like that. So something unusual was seen, in my opinion. What that something is, I don't know. The problem with things in the sky is I don't jump very high. So I can't go up and look at them very closely. Hi, Brisbane McPot. You're 5 minutes from Jersey and ain't seen shit. 5 minutes from Jersey is 1,000,000 miles away, Brisbane McPot. Because that means you're in New York City. Probably. And to quote the band Cub, everyone's your friend in New York City. Everything is beautiful when you're young and pretty. The streets are paved with diamonds and there's just so much to see. And the best thing about New York City is you and me. Isn't that nice? Or you're in Pennsylvania. Were you happy that Penn State stomped on SMU this morning? I don't like Penn State either. It's another college. I just do not like them. Rich people flying in their autonomous passenger drones. It wouldn't be a drone if they're sitting inside of it, right? Then it's a little airplane of some kind. The thing that makes a drone is that it doesn't have any people in it. I think New Mexico should sell their water to Florida. And where do you think they should buy their water from? Old Mexico? I agree. Let's give everybody in New Mexico diarrhea. Old Mexico, land of sombreros, land of frijoles, land of mystery. One man who asks all the wrong questions. One woman who has none of the right answers. And one dog who will bark until they get it right. This summer, see Man, Woman, Dog. That's my new film, Man, Woman, Dog. It's about a man who asks all the wrong questions, a woman who has none of the right answers, and a dog who barks at them until they get it right. It's going to be a hit. Hi, here I am. Your family's in Mariposa? Oh my gosh. Sir Loco Frijole? That's a pretty good, that's a prop plane, Sergeant Gambo. If it has just props, propellers, and it takes passengers, it's a prop plane, a propeller plane. If it doesn't take passengers, then it's a drone. If it doesn't have any people inside of it, it doesn't have to be passengers. It doesn't have a pilot either, right? No people equals drone. So it makes it a drone rather than a flown vehicle. Have you showered today? No. I don't want to wash off the precious goo on me. I've got oil of Eric, and I'm cultivating the oil of Eric so that I get rich and gamey. I took a shower, I think, yesterday, though. So, obviously, I don't have a lot of oil of Eric built up at the moment. I kind of want to eat more food. I had a burrito earlier, but I don't think I'm full yet. I think I could eat what? I could make some food. That might be fine. All right. Let's make something. You know, we really need to build up some time on this football game anyway, because I like to kind of go through the commercials and stuff. Yeah. So we've got this pan here, and what you're going to see in this pan. Hello, David, the man who can go on a very long stream. I can go on a very long stream. But I'm curious though, actually, now that Sergeant Grambo has me wondering, if you had a plane that flies autonomously, in other words, it doesn't have a pilot in it, but that carries passengers, would that still qualify as a drone? The answer is no one knows. I'd say that's more of an autonomously driven plane, but you know, definitions are fun. All right, now I gotta wash out this gross pan. All right, so we're gonna let that water wetten the gross pan as the first stage in washing. There we go. Now, the second stage in washing involves some of this. It's called soap. Maybe try using it sometime, you stinky guy, whoever you are. Yeah, if you're a girl, just put in girl there. Now we're going to use this soap to loosen the molecular bond between the grease and the pan. There. You know that's what soap does? It loosens the bonds between oils and surfaces. The molecular bonds. The molecular bonds is a series of movies about very small 007 agents. Alright, we've washed this pan out pretty good. I mean, maybe it's not going to win any clean pan contests, but it's clean enough for our purposes, I think. And I don't plan on entering any clean pan contests anytime soon, so we should be safe. Alright. Good job, pan. Way to go. Now let's go check on the football game for a little bit. You like those pans? I like that pan too. It's somehow no stick, but it doesn't seem to have any no stick surface on it, you know. The $40,000 Alibaba drone can carry a passenger, but would you risk it? Where's Rachel? We've not seen her for a wee while. She's not feeling well still today. Yesterday she was feeling worse, but she's still not feeling well. She's resting. She very easily could on a normal day be just asleep right now still, but in this instance, she's not feeling well. And I've encouraged her to rest until she feels better. She needs to drink lots of fluids and stuff, you know. So, no, she has, I don't know, maybe she wouldn't want me to tell you this, but she has a urinary tract infection, she says. I don't know. We haven't gone to a doctor or anything. I got her cranberry juice and this medicine that supposedly makes it less uncomfortable or whatever. And, you know, she's getting better. Yeah, I guess they are. I don't think guys get them. I don't know. Seems like some only girls get it. Makes me wonder if one time when I humped her, had a dirty penis or something. I'm not sure how you get it. But anyway, it's not the most pleasant thing to talk about, obviously. It's kind of like if I had a fungus growing inside my urethra. People don't really necessarily want to hear about that. Clemson. Clemson is looking pretty good so far on offense. They're moving the ball. Uh, Tejas, you're at home. You're thought highly of. You didn't. Did they win the SEC? Did Texas win the SEC? Or did they lose in that SEC championship game to Georgia? Or to somebody else, to Tennessee maybe? I don't remember. I don't know what happened in the SEC championship game. But, I think I'm very, very confident. I haven't checked the line or anything, but that Texas is favored by at least 7 points in this game. Clemson's down field goal range. Good for them. They should be happy about that. What does happen, I hope she gets to feeling better. You can get it from pH imbalances in women or not drinking enough water. She doesn't drink enough water. She's been drinking a lot of water now because, she's trying to wash it out or whatever. And so what I've done in solidarity with my wife is I've given myself a butthole tract infection. I've reached into her vagina and pulled out some of the infection and pushed it into my butt. And that's called being a modern, caring, compassionate, considerate man. If my wife is going to have that, I'm going to have it. If she's going to go through childbirth, I'm going to give birth to a bowling ball out of my butt. Because that's just fair. And, I usually am carrying a bowling ball around in my butt, so it won't be anything particularly unusual for me. Clemson with the pass and the first down, moving the ball at the 25-yard line of Texas, saying, everything's bigger in Texas, huh? Even our offensive drive, even though we're Clemson. That's what they're saying. Yeah, Clemson's pass offense right now is looking pretty. Yeah. If it's not one thing, it's your mother. The doctor, we don't have a regular doctor, but what I told her is if she still feels like she has it on Monday, then we'll make a doctor's appointment with somebody. There's not really much around here. Like, we'll probably have to go to core school or something to go to the doctor. And she kind of needs, I would imagine, a gynecologist, or I don't know. Do you have to go to a gynecologist for that, or could you just go to a regular doctor? But it's like, that's the sort of thing that I wouldn't bother talking to the psychiatrist about. It would never even cross my mind. I'd say, okay, well, if you've got a UTI, well, let's call the doctor and make an appointment around here and go get you in and get you seen, But I mentioned it just because I'm still baffled. Actually, not still. I'm increasingly baffled with my doctor. Like, I cannot figure out what he was thinking, what his motivation was for the way the whole thing played out. Is crazy. I messaged him about a side effect of the drug he just prescribed me. He ignored that message. So later, I did his job and proposed a solution, and he tried to pawn me off on some, nurse practitioner like I was in an HMO. It's really strange, I don't know what could possibly have been his motivation for that. It's so strange. I was thinking this morning, unfortunately, we don't have any of those antibiotics I wish we had amoxicillin. It seems like we did have it at one point, but um, it's like the the problem with doctors is that we need market forces in healthcare. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, they can. So the thing is, because there's this notion that we ought to, or that there's a need to get market forces out of healthcare. Healthcare becomes dramatically more expensive for everybody and dramatically less effective. So I would expect that sort of thing from an HMO, right? If I were in an HMO and I talked to my doctor and he just found me difficult, he'd just say, "Okay, well, I'm going to write you a referral to meow," and you just get passed around like, the neighborhood hoe. But I'm really surprised that my doctor tried to pull that, given the fact I was also thinking this morning that really what kind of thing represents a mental health issue? So if forgetting about even the fact that this links to Wellbutrin for me, um, if you just choose to abstain from sex and don't have sex at all, that's not a health problem, So not having sex does not indicate any kind of health problem necessarily. So accordingly, the reason why it's significant to address is the mental health aspect of it, because you don't need to have sex to be physically healthy, but you do need to have sex to be mentally healthy if you're me in this relationship with and for I'm sure Rachel to be fully mentally healthy in this relationship as well. So it's really odd for him to claim that it's not a that one would normally get that from a general practitioner. It- It's it's like, why would he want to not write me that prescription? It seems to me that it's like anybody should be able to go in and get that just by saying, "Hey, I want to get this," because first of all, with this matter, the only people who have any relevant data on it are the people who are having the sex. This damn phone. Oh, he knows I don't have insurance. She doesn't. Well, I mean, we will go to the doctor tomorrow if she's not better. No, I'm not looking for. I don't. That's not what I'm looking for, Winston Ball. I'm not looking to persuade, right? I'm looking to attain justice by accountability. I'm looking to scold, to question, and to elicit from him an acknowledgement that he was wrong, I am right, and that he will learn from that experience. This does not end with with that matter unresolved, right? There's no way I'm going to allow us to end that conversation with us in disagreement over what happened. I can't get it over the counter. I would like to, but you can't get it over the counter. It's a prescription drug. Hi, Jasper. How's it going? But the thing is, while I'm still mad, my anger increasingly turns to being perplexed. Like, but but seriously though, what was he thinking when I reported a side effect of the drug he just prescribed me? One imagines that a psychiatrist who specializes in managing medication regimens, which he supposedly does, would say something like, "Oh, well, I didn't, that's not normally a side effect of this. Why don't you make an appointment and let's talk about it?" Or, "Oh, well, maybe we could try a different antidepressant and see if the problem persists or goes away." Or he could have said, "Oh, well, let me just prescribe you Viagra. He could have just said that, you know. The fact that he was so he seemed to put a lot of effort into avoiding dealing with this as though it were a tricky situation or something, but it's not at all. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, that's not so consuming my thoughts at the moment. I'm interested in this college football game. Clemson took the lead, 7-0. I don't think I really expected that, but the other thing I did is yesterday I went into town and got some paint. Got a couple gallons of paint. Yeah, it's not over the counter. That's what I agree with you, David. That's what I'm saying. It's not over the counter, and my psychiatrist doesn't want to prescribe it to me, even though it. The only reason I asked for it and felt like I needed it was because of the side effect of the antidepressant he put me on. I've never, needed it before, but he doesn't think it's a side effect of the antidepressant he put me on because it doesn't normally have that side effect. You know, even if it wasn't had nothing to do with the Wellbutrin, why wouldn't he have just prescribed it to me? You know, it's like probably half of the men over 50 in the country are on this shit. And, it's like the outcome's going to be the same regardless, right? I'm going to end up getting this stuff. Is it just is it going to be from the psychiatrist whom I'm already paying meow amount per year to take care of my prescriptions? That's the only thing he's there for, as far as I'm concerned, is to prescribe me drugs. So am I going to be able to get it from him, or am I going to have to potentially double my annual health care costs just to address the side effect of the drug he put me on? Which is the thing is, I don't. That's not just for that, because now that I've had it, I want it regardless. I don't always take Wellbutrin. I'm on it today, but if I don't take it, I don't need Viagra, but I still want it. Like I didn't take Viagra this morning. I mean, I didn't take Wellbutrin or Viagra this morning, but then I was lying down in bed with Rachel, and you know, I needed to adjust her boobs a little bit. They'd gotten out of whack, so I can assure you that everything worked just fine. Um, we didn't have sex, but everything works just fine when I'm not on Wellbutrin. But it's still better for me, and I'm sure Rachel, uh, on Viagra, because it's like this drug makes sex better. Drug. It's good for my relationships, good for my mental health, it's good for my self concept. All these things are very relevant. And it seems like he's looking for an excuse not to help me when helping me would be both convenient, appropriate, and without consequence for him. It's impossible. I just do not understand it. I have to watch if I stand up quickly. Two people can have different reactions. Yeah, I know people do react very differently to different drugs, and that's evidenced by the fact that the antidepressant that's most commonly associated with sexual side effects is Prozac. When I take Rachel's Prozac, though, it makes me horny. So, it's like I'm living in backwards land or something. I don't know. And, I think serotonin stuff up to a certain point tends to make me horny. Mushrooms make me horny too. You have to watch if you stand up quickly because you're going to pass out or you have a head rush or something. What drug is that from? So, like for me, Viagra, I experience zero side effects at all. I don't. It seems to be doing nothing except I'm just extra responsive and interested in sex, and you know, you're on multiple meds. Well, I'm on multiple meds too. I'm on Adderall as well as Wellbutrin. There you go, Texas. Ooh, big hit. That number 5 got laid out. So yeah, the thing is about Wellbutrin also is I don't plan on taking it forever. I took one this morning because I noted that I was starting to engage in my little Tourette's behavior. And it did seem to make that go away. Big run by Texas on 3rd and 10. All right, cigarettes. I need a cigarette or else I can't smoke one. Oh, you know what? Actually, I want to open the garage door. So we'll be doing a couple of things today besides just watching this football game. I do want to move because he'd be too front heavy and fall over. Is that what you're saying? All the blood left the rest of his body is all shriveled up and it's all in his cock. Here it is. There's the water outside. So Texas is about to, they're moving, right? Oh, I thought it was picked off. Whew. I am rooting for Texas, but mostly I'm rooting for a good game. I want this to be close all the way, unlike the other game. First two games were blowouts. And so I'm rooting for Texas to even the score right now. Whoever's behind, I'll be rooting for them to even the score, I guess. And now we've opened the garage. Good for us. I bought paint for painting the rental property yesterday. I want to put all the paint stuff in the little wilderness car. After this Texas drive, I'm gonna go sweep out the back of the little wilderness car, which is full of cigarette butts, because when it's cold outside, I'll smoke in the garage, and then I'll just toss my butts in here, But I'm gonna sweep this out with this little dust here at the bottom, this red dust from the clay roads around here, and put the paint stuff in the back of the wilderness car with the idea that maybe at halftime I'll drive it over to the other house, move it inside. I'm planning to paint tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a big painting day. I'm not painting today because it's the biggest college football day of the year, really. Is you the Grinch that stole Christmas? No, actually, it was an attempted theft. Unfortunately, the Harlem Globetrotters thwarted my plan just before we can succeed. Texas. Wow. Texas's running game looks good. But Clemson's passing game looked good. So hopefully this will be a shootout. Quintravion. That gentleman's name is Quintravion. I like that name. Quintravion. You say, wait, that's way too common a name, Eric. I know so many Quintravions. You do, huh? No, the thing is, I hadn't really done it. I had before on one or two occasions when I was like single, maybe going out of some woman and feeling very nervous or something. But it's like it was like a light switch. I took I took one Wellbutrin, and the first thing, like very quickly, I said to Rachel and other people on the channel too, I said, the one weird side effect of it is it completely kills my sex drive, you know? So it was like a light switch for me. Wellbutrin just bam. But the thing is, if you were to take Viagra, if you react to it like I do, you discover that it has no side effects at all. It appears to be doing nothing, but you know, it's like it doesn't even make you erect. It just makes it such that when you start start up at sexy times, then all of a sudden you realize that you're more enthusiastic about it than normal, even, that and that so is the other you, you know. And then it's like once you're done having sex, or even if you just like stop and get up or whatever, you don't just walk around with a fully full mass boner. It doesn't work like that. I mean, maybe if you took too much of it, like if you took like 3 pills of it or something, I don't know. But I just took one. I just take one, and works. It works amazing. It's crazy because it doesn't seem like it's doing anything at all. It's like I could imagine myself having taken that, having not taken that, have intercourse and go like, wow, I was really at the top of my stud game today, you know. But except for that effect, there's no other way to know you're even on the drug. It's crazy. What a convenient pill. No, I'm not worried I'm going to get Rachel pregnant because I don't shoot my load up inside of her vagina. Women apparently can. Some women have similar effects from Viagra, but mostly it doesn't really work on them. It does send more blood flow to their nether regions, but that's not as significant a factor, I guess, in their physiology. Yeah, it's called money. Actually, it's just it could be called any kind of high achieving thing, or like I guarantee you, of if I didn't have a YouTube channel and some following, right, I never would have gone with Rachel. It's like if she just sort of saw me in a dating app and was thinking like, well, do I want to give this guy a chance? I'm sure she would just swipe no if she didn't. But she already knew me because she was a regular watcher of the channel, participant in the live streams, etc. And then females who tried their husband's Viagra, no one I knew or know says anything happened. Yeah, Rachel tried one, and she said she didn't think it really did anything to her. She didn't notice anything. So I didn't notice anything. Condoms are condoms are like condominiums. Listen, either get a house or live in an apartment. Same thing with sex. Either have sex or don't. Don't move into a condominium. Yeah, it's true. It's actually as long as you successfully pull out, actually the most successful, the most high percentage rate of success for any birth control method, which is so strange because it didn't used to be understood as that at all. It was pull and pray, right? It's like if you're half-assed about contraception, you'll try to pull the pull-out method. Putty Cat says, so far the college football playoff thing of the bus just go back to 4 teams. Well, I mean, if we were back to 4 teams, it would be one game left. It would be Texas versus, I mean, it would be Penn State versus Notre Dame. The good news is that was just the play-in game for these teams, right? they gotta beat one person before they get to the bye round. Where Arizona State, Oregon, Georgia, and Boise State are waiting, I think. I think it's those four are the buys. Why can't you get female Viagra to make Randy? Um, Female Viagra, also known as fibanserin, is a medication approved by the Food and Drug Administration to treat hypoactive sexual desire disorder in premenopausal women. Well, Rachel doesn't need that, but based on my experience with Viagra, maybe she should get it anyway. It's like if it makes your sex life better, why wouldn't you? You know, my mental health is very much strongly linked to the health of my relationship. You know. All right, 7-7. Texas answered in no uncertain terms. Let's see what Clemson's got under their hats for this drive. Number 2, the quarterback drops back to pass and is sacked. Down goes Frazier, down goes Frazier. Number 88 is the one who's responsible for the tackle. Yeah, he just swim moved that lineman they just said is the best lineman in the ACC. So makes you worry a little bit about the ACC since SMU got smoked by Penn State and Clemson. Well, you're the last chance for dignity for your conference. If Clemson gets smoked in this game, I bet the ACC will only get one bid to this next time. Rachel is premenopausal. I wonder if she got a prescription and you took it. Would you crave ice cream after sex? I don't know. She doesn't seem to crave ice cream after sex. Yes, the games so far have been retarded. We're not going sportsman's today. I'm not planning on driving anywhere today because I took a Wellbutrin. Because one of the other side effects of Wellbutrin is it makes me car sick when I drive. If I take like 2 of them, it'll make me feel car sick just sitting still. Uh, but when I take it, I really try to avoid driving into town. Oh, that's a good gain on that screen pass. I think Clemson should go for it. Fourth and 1, 4.5 yard maybe. Hi, Boppy. Boppy. No hat tonight, Eric? I can put a hat on. I don't blame you for not wanting to look at my ill-kempt hair. All right, Dabo Sweeney's going for it. Good call, Dabo Sweeney. You know what? You really need to go for this because you're playing Texas. They just gashed you with their running game. I don't think that's going to change. Okay, that's the end of the quarter. You look like Santa? I am like Santa, except instead of giving toys and coal, I give a pat on the back or a slap to the face. Yeah, there's no foul on that play. All right, end of the first quarter. So let's make a little bit of progress on this other thing that I'm doing over here. That's better. All you need now is a cigar. I don't have any cigars, but I could roll a joint maybe. Right, so let's go back into the garage. Let's sweep out the back of the little wilderness car into a dustpan. This rock, we don't need this rock. All right, now let's get the dustpan. using this dustpan, we will now clean out the back of the little wilderness car in preparation for putting all the painting stuff in there. Because tomorrow's a big painting day, and I want to be kind of prepped out so that when I actually start painting tomorrow, I can just go over there and start painting. So I'm planning on not just taking the stuff over there tonight, but putting down some drop cloths in whatever room I'm going to start on. You know, surveying things, seeing what I need to do to prep for actually painting, and try to do most of that today. Come here, you cigarette butts. These cigarette butts here are long, and I'm running out of cigarettes, and I'm not going to go out until tomorrow, so I'm going to put these over here. We got a lot of long cigarette butts over here. And now, let's get the rest of it and put it into here. Get off of my string. Alright, that's a start. Now we're going to take out this gross kitty litter trash. We're going to go inside. We're going to go to the bathroom. And then probably a second quarter we'll start. Okay. They're interviewing Dabo Sweeney. Is he actually going to go for it? Looks like they're punting. They should go for that. I know it's from their own 37-yard line or whatever, but it's half a yard. And I really think Clemson's going to need to keep pace with Texas after watching Texas's line dominate such that the running backs just kind of gash straight through Clemson's defense. I don't think that they're going to win this game by punting. I don't hunt. Yeah. I'm not a hunter. I do go fishing sometimes, but even that, I don't really like it. It makes me feel a little sad for the fish or something. So, I mean, obviously, if I fish, I just throw it back if I catch one. But sometimes you catch fish and it'll swallow the hook, and so then you have to kill the fish, you know. Well, my father took me fishing a lot as a kid. I did a lot of fishing as a kid. What was my favorite song? I don't have a favorite song, but I could talk to you about some songs that I'm into right now, you know. Like, well, I mean, Rachel and I have both been listening to some Baby No Money, and still listening to Johnny. He hasn't really come out with a lot of new stuff since the album, but you know, the ones he has come out with are really good. So if you want to know a good song to listen to that's just a band, like kind of a one-hit wonder song, I like the song Think About Things. It won the Eurovision Song Contest. I don't know what year exactly, but it's this Icelandic guy whose name is a million consonants and completely unpronounceable, but good job, Eric. You know, I had a decent poop earlier, but I knew, you know, you always kind of know. somewhere inside of my butt, there's more poop. And I was right. All right, I'm done going to the bathroom now. And I'm not gonna lie, I did a great job. Is it snowing? It is not snowing. I have 2 pets. My pets are both cats. One of them is a good cat and one of them is a bad cat. But we love them both anyway. How cold is it? It's not very cold. I could take this jacket off actually. It's quite warm for this time of year around here. It's in the 60s. All right. I washed my hands, but it was really only for your sake. All right, let's turn this camera around. There we go. Texas, again, running. Another Longhorn touchdown. That's why I said, Dabo Swinney, go for it. You should go for that. You know, you're in your own end, but you're going to have to keep pace with Texas. It's not going to be easy. Okay, so I'll tell you what, let's do. Let's get the vacuum, and I want to do a little vacuuming out of the little wilderness car. Ricky Henderson's dead, huh? Well, I guess death had a really good pickoff move. I forgot to get the thing I was going to get. I need to get this. Now, I think I will turn this little wilderness car around so I can vacuum out the back of the car. Not those lights, Eric. Those lights. All right, here we go. I'll be right back. I'm just going to turn this around, back it in. All right. Now that we've done all of that, we're going to vacuum out the back. Using our extraordinary vacuum powders. Alright, so now we're going to vacuum. You get to see the exciting vacuum action. All done. All right. Now that we've vacuumed out that, we can close this back. That one and don't be difficult. What's going on here? Why isn't that working? Well, let's see. Like that. There, now it worked. Thanks. Do you have any fond memories of Ricky Henderson? No, because I was not an Oakland A's fan until 3 years ago. All right, so we're gonna see, what is it? 3rd and 16 for Clemson. 10:35 left in the second quarter. Texas up by 7 points. So what I'm going to do is now, I think, drive the buggy, which is a little less cumbersome a name than Little Wilderness car. I'm going to drive it over to my regular car so I can unload the paint because it's heavy and I don't want to have to carry it. The reason I don't want to carry it isn't really that it's heavy, it's that it's heavy and you only have that little metal thing to hold on to. All right. Here we go. All right, let's go. So, hi Diamond. Let's find the paint. Where could it be? It's right here in the back seat. I guess the reason this was bothering me so much yesterday when I was carrying it to the car was that I must have had them both in one hand, but regardless, it's pretty heavy. I got a color of paint called Angel Feather. So naturally, when I got home, I compared it against a real Angel Feather. And it's close, but it's not exactly the same. So I've got the drop cloths. I've got this stir and this key here. We're not painting today, okay? I'm painting tomorrow. Angel Feather, yeah, that's the name of this paint. I got 2 gallons to start, but I'll probably need to go get a third. This is you go to the paint store and say, do you want good, better, best? Said I wanted best, so it's kind of pricey, but you're gonna pay like $50 a gallon no matter what. You might as well pay $75 for the best, I guess. Your paint bucket will be called Pearly Delight. I was looking for a color of white that they had there that would be called like manseed or semen or cum or something, because that's really the color of white I was looking for, but they just didn't have it. I want to paint my house the color of cum. Whoa. Whoa there, everybody. Hey, will you stop falling over? It's very rude. God, I can't believe how rude you guys are. Yeah, I need to send you to Miss Hinckley's Manners School. Miss Hinckley's School for Manners and Etiquette. I have to 3-point turn this thanks to you guys and your rudeness. Can you just stand still, please? Why are you being such a dick? There, that's better. You were too tall, it turned out. You couldn't handle that much height. Okay, now that we've got the paint in the back of the car, go back to the garage, and we got to get the other painting supplies, like the roller, the pan, brushes, shit like that. Okay, I just want to say I'm sorry. I blamed you for falling over, but in the sober light of day, I realized it was my fault. I was just trying to project my problems onto you. I'm working on it. I hope you can forgive me. Am I going to paint? Yes, I'm going to paint tomorrow is the plan. In theory, I could get a little painting started tonight, but I don't think I will. I look like Billy Bob Thornton. I smell like him too. I don't know if you ever smelled Billy Bob Thornton, but he smells exactly like me. All right, so we've got this. Here's one thing to start with. I'll show you. That spatula seems still good, yeah. I don't know. This brush might be fine, but this is cast. That's not. There's no way that's going to be any good. So I've got a few brushes here. Brushes are good for some parts of the job, you know. A couple brushes. I got another stir. I don't think I need this stir, but yeah, I'll just leave that stir here, I guess. All right, so what else do we have? Let's look. What other paint supplies do we have? Look, rollers. Little roller thing. Got a lot of sauce in our pancakes here. Put that there, put that there, put that there. Put all of this back here. And there's also some caulk. I don't know if I'm going to need this, but let's bring it anyway. Let's see what's in here. Right, painter's tape. I need these painter's tapes. They can go with me. I just need one. I don't need two painter's tapes. Paint and epoxy remover. This just seems like it's some sort of thick goo in there. All right. Good job, everybody. Good job. Give yourselves a high five. Okay. So let's see what's happening with the football game. We're going to go back inside. We're going to see what's happening in the football game. I'll read your chats. I'll delight in your wisdoms, your insights, your words, the gentle gestures of your soul. Now it's 20-0, about to be 21-0 Texas. 21-7 Texas. Texas, Clemson, make a game of this. You ACC team sucks so much ass. All right, outlet covers. I'll bring a screwdriver, yeah. It's a good idea. Take those off. So I'll bring this one, should work fine. Let me see if it fits in one of these. Oh, this is a flathead. I don't know what kind it has. I'll bring this. I'll bring a couple other screwdrivers. I never made anything in that pan like I was going to. I cleaned it, but then that was it. I just stopped right there. This is good for flathead ones. It's small. It should work fine. Let's see. That one doesn't have one. Where are the screws on this? Oh, I see it's right there. It's a little small, actually. I don't know, but like I said, I don't know if that house has the same kind of screws or not. There. I'll bring all three of these screws. Okay, let's go put these in the garage. I should probably just bring my whole toolbox. I do have a toolbox for you guys. I should just bring that. But it's like I've done a lot of painting, so I kind of know everything that I need to have to paint. I'll bring this, for mistakes and stuff. Wet this microfiber towel, and it'll do a great job of cleaning up mistakes. Okay. These screwdrivers go in here. There. I need to pull my pants up again, of course. Because what? Because I have high hip syndrome. It's all an illusion. Is it? See, I don't think Albert Einstein's right about that one. I don't think reality is all an illusion. I mean, the word illusion means something that appears real but isn't. We have examples of that in our status quo reality. So to describe our status quo reality as itself an illusion is no good. No, I'm going to paint for myself. I'm going to grow up and stop being a big baby and just go get shit done. The single biggest problem in communication is the illusion that it is taking place. That's a pretty good quote. But, people with similar approaches to words seem to have no problem communicating with each other. It's just that different attentional priorities mean different relationships with words. As I've said before, the real conflict is between people who use words to convey meaning and people who use words to express themselves and or connect with other people or something, like create bonds. All right, now it's time for me to cook because I am hungry as a bungry schmungry, and that's just not going to do. Make you taller again. We're going to turn on this light over here. There we go. And we'll turn on this light right here. There we go. And now we'll make the most amazing cooking show in the world. It's called Eric's Kitchen. Filthy but fun. Here at Eric's Kitchen, we believe in filthy but fun cooking. As you might have heard here on Eric's Filthy Kitchen before, this pan is clean enough. I'm going to do a little kitchen tidying before I cook, actually, because it's not really clean enough. I was lying to myself and to you. Put this back. Just throw this away. Put this back in here. Put this back over here. Throw this away. Okay. Now I'm going to get a little bit of a cleanup thing going on. I need to get a little broom. Sounds like Clemson just turned the ball over. Yep. ACC, just get out of here, ACC. You suck so much ass. We were all looking forward to SMU pulling the shocker. They just got stomped. We were all looking forward to, well, not really true on this one, but pretend. We were all looking forward to Clemson upsetting Texas, and they get stomped. You shitty ACC teams need to get your shit together before you play in the college football playoff. All right. This is fine, but I don't see a dustpan brush anywhere here. That's fine. I just use this. I don't have a lot to do, so it's fine. All right. So now we're gonna sweep all of the dust and stuff into here. Empty that like there. We'll do it for over here. Okay. And we'll get this part over here as well. Alright, good job. Good enough. Now, put these back, but let me put this away first. These tongs are good to have. I got them for the bacon thing we were going to do, but thanks to the power outage, we never ended up doing that, so, I got that aluminum foil pan for no reason. That's okay. I'm sure I'll have a use someday. Let's go back in there. God, like look at this. This is a ball of cat hair. This is right here on the floor of our feet. How much can that cat fucking shed? It's ridiculous. Let's see what's happening in this football game. Oh, Clemson made a good play. That's good. All right, next up, we're going to wipe these counters down with a little bit of scrubbing action. We're going to get some hot scrubbing action going on here. We're going to scrub, 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 scrub. You can see the scrubbing here. I don't want you to miss out on any of the hot scrubbing action. Get a little bit more water on this. We can get all the coffee stains off. Alright, that's a start. Now we're going to squirt it with some of this stuff. Hopefully that'll help a little bit. Get over here too. Okay. Now, let's get this sponge. I put a little soap on it because it's got some grease on it still. And rinse it out a little bit more. There. Now, give this a nice little bit of elbow grease. Et voila! And now you've got a wonderful little crafting space. There. Okay. Now, it's time to do the final step for the counters here, which is get them with some paper towels. Okay. Paper towels galore. And that's what we need because drying's in store. Just remember that simple rhyme. And you too can clean your kitchen. There. That's better. I'll get a little bit of this, but you know, I don't really feel like doing a lot of that, but okay, well, whatever. I'll get a little bit of this stuff clean. Take these things off. Okay. Now, let's get this thing. Use this to kind of screw it a little bit. Okay. Now, let's get paper towel. We're going to get any little things and put them in the trash can. Okay. Okay. Oh, I need more paper towels. And isn't it ironic, don't you think? No, Eric, we don't think that was ironic. Indeed, it was to be expected you would run out of paper towels, since you're using so many. Shut up, you. Don't tell me how to live. Okay. Good enough. All right. We got our pan now. We got our clean stove. You see how clean it is, right? And we can put the other things back too. And now then, I just have this spot over here to clean. Right here, this part of the counter. So I'm just gonna do that real quick with a little spriggity sprag, spraggity sprue. Some of these stains are a little more persistent than others, you know. Alright, good. Now here we go. We are almost ready to begin cooking. First we're going to go back in here. Okay. Good job, me. Hooray for Eric. Hi, Diamond. I mean, I've already said hi to you, but you know. Diamond, you don't have to tell me twice, but I only said it once. This is my kind of half-ass cleaning. Right. I'm an expert at half-ass cleaning. It's also innocently unaware of how all this sounds. That was a joke, yeah. It's not a little crafting space. The car attack at the German Christmas market was definitely a terrorist attack. Sounds like the sort of thing that would be qualified as such. Would be classified as such, I mean. Thanks, Winston's mom. I'm patting myself on the back right now. Oh, picked off! Let's go, Clemson! Make a game of this shit. Let's go, Clemson. Pick 6. Oh, there's a flag on the play. There's a flag on the play. Let's not get all excited. So, what are we going to cook? Well, you know what I might cook here? What is this one? It doesn't say what's inside of it, though. burger. I don't know what any of this stuff is. What's this? Perfect burger experience. Where's the, I think we got some sausages with this too. Seems like. Pretty sure we got sausages too. So what is this one? It doesn't say on the box, outside the box, what it is. How annoying. Alright, well, we just have to take off this tape. And look inside ourselves. These are chicken. This one is chicken. See? That is not the droid I'm looking for. Put that up there because it doesn't contain what I'm looking for. Now let's see what's inside this one. Alright, so these are the sausages, I guess. They're more like hot dogs than sausages. I was expecting sausages. Alright, well, and you know what I'm going to do? Is I'm going to make a burger instead. I should ask Rachel if she wants one. Cut that open. There. Burgers. Alright. Let me see if Rachel wants a burger. I'll make one of these for myself. They look pretty big, so. It's like Winnie the Pooh searching for honey. Or do you agree with me these first round games are retarded? I mean, did Clemson just score a pick six? I don't know if they called that back or not. If Clemson just got a pick six to take it to a one-score game, then no, I don't agree. And even if they are this year, it's not a reason to think that the idea is bad. You know. I mean, we may have a reason to think that the ACC doesn't deserve more than one team. At least they didn't this year, it seems like, but I'm not cooking in the pan. I'm not going to fire up the barbecue because I don't even have a barbecue over here that I could fire up, really. I could bring a barbecue over. Let me ask Rachel if she wants a burger. Rachel? Yeah? Do you want a burger? I'm making an Omaha steak burger. Sure. Okay, cool. Okay. So, Rachel does want a burger. Oh, cool. Well, we'll go for barn reps in a second. I just want to get these burgers started first. All right, burgers. Back in the freezer you go, box. We're going to get some breads out because these breads are going to be turned into toast in the toaster oven. I don't have a grill that I can grill on, really. I do have a hibachi outside that I could grill on, but I don't have charcoal. I need to go gather wood. It's kind of an undertaking, you know? I need to gather wood, start a bed of coals, etc. It does sound good, but I'm too hungry for all that undertaking. Okay, now that'll turn into toast. It's a crime for you to cook good burgers on the stove. Well, I guess I'm just a criminal then. Now what we're going to need for these burgers, besides just bread, we're going to need a couple of these cheeses, one for each burger. God damn it. And then we need ketchup and mustard. Orange juice back. I'll give Rachel a pickle. I got cheese. They're right here. One cheese for each burger. Now I'm going to need a spatula to flip the burgers with. This is the ideal one. This is your ideal burger flipping spatula. And as you see, it's starting to cook a little bit. I think I might put just a whisper of white wine in this, since they're frozen. All right, let those go for a second and see how the football game's doing. 21-7. So that was not a pick six by Clemson, obviously, but Clemson still does have the ball. Clemson has the ball right now, so. I got a good 5 yards out of that. But it brings up third down. Clemson could settle for a field goal, but I do not. Clemson's defense did not look like they had the players to hang with Texas's running game. So I think Dallas Sweeney needs to be a little more aggressive here. He should have gone for that 4th and half a yard on that earlier drive. They punted and Texas scored a touchdown in one play. All right, good. You just keep on keeping on, burger friends. You just do your thing. Don't let anybody tell you you're not good because you aren't cooked on a grill, okay? I believe in you. I prefer burgers cooked like this, in fact. So don't feel any kind of insecurity about burgers. Not at all. I'm on your side. All right, now let's change the cat water. Front is cold and back is hot. Okay. Front is cold and back is hot. Remember that for next time, everybody, when I'm trying to remember how my new sink works. Front is cold and back is hot. All right, let's go check on the game. Dabo Sweeney has elected to kick the field goal. I don't have a problem with that, actually. 4th and 5. His 3rd and 5 call should have been a fullback run for 3 or 4 yards. If you get 4, go for it. If you get 3, kick the field goal maybe. I don't know what he called on 3rd down, but 21-10. It's not a blowout. Clemson looks like they can do all right on offense. It's just if they can't stop Texas' running game, he's gonna, they're just gonna keep tossing touchdowns up, on the board without even putting the ball in the air. Come on, you burgers. Don't be a lazy blazies. Alright. These toasts are done. Don't need any more toastiness. And we'll put this cheese right here. Okay, let's look. Look and see. Here we go. Now we'll put this cheese right on this toast. We'll get this cheese and put it right on this toast over here. Now we're going to get some of this yellow mustard, one of America's favorite condiments, and we're going to put a line of mustard there and a line of mustard there, okay? Now we're going to get this ketchup, which is another America's favorite condiments, and we're going to put it right on top of the mustard, just like that. Now we're going to put these back in the fridge. I'm going to get Rachel a pickle, but not myself one. Actually, I'll have this little one. I'll have this little pickle. Rachel can have a bigger pickle. Because, you kind of need more teeth than I have to successfully eat pickles. Well, I can choke it down, but, Alright. Now we want to add a little bit more flavor to these burgers, perhaps. So I'm going to use the sprinkles that they gave us with the Omaha steak order. I put a little bit of sprinkles on it like that. And we'll just let that sit there for a minute and see how the game's going. 21-10. Texas has the lead, an 11-point lead, with just a minute left here in the second quarter. And 2nd and 3. Funny, I saw Sarkisian on the sideline saying like this. It reminds me exactly of this one clip of Sarkisian when he coached USC, when he was drunk on the sideline. Because, he was a hardcore, like a serious drunk, alcoholic. And SC fired him, but then he got sober, and now he's coaching for Texas. All right, we're getting a lot of caramelization here on the bottom, so I'm going to hit this with another splash of the white wine. There we go. Oh, right, we want to get some more sprinkles. Oh, we didn't turn it yet. Oh, no, we did turn it. Okay. Ah. Now you splashed everything, Eric. If this were a diving competition, you'd get 0 for all of your splash. Okay. So we get a little bit more of the sprinkles. Okay. Okay. Just let those cook for a while, and everything's going to be fine. 2nd and 3, Sarkisian is giving instructions to his team, telling them, meow, 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 meow. The thing is, Texas has as their quarterbacks this year Quinn Ewers and Arch Manning. And I think Sarkisian was doing everything he could this year to, involve Arch Manning so he wouldn't leave. But I guess Quinn Ewers is coming back next year because Arch Manning's in the transfer portal. Texas takes the snap. Ewers throwing in the end zone, touchdown, 28-10 Texas. God damn it. Well, Clemson, you got a few seconds left in this first half. You better put up a fucking touchdown or you're going to be stomped by Texas. Your defense sucks ass, Clemson. All right, looking pretty good. We're going to do a little bit more of a flavoring here. Just a hint more. With a splash, a dash, and a sash. You know, I wasn't actually going to use this, but I think I'm going to use this instead. This is Worcestershire sauce. So I was going to put soy sauce on it. I use Worcestershire sauce instead. Okay, still need some more time. Those are thick. They're frozen. I want them cooked all the way through, you know, so. Now I'm looking for, like, maybe it's outside on the ledge, the twanger, you know. Burgers should be enjoyed rare or medium rare. Well, no, I don't agree that it's a bad idea. I agree that each of the games so far in the first round of the college football playoff has been a shitty game. But I don't agree that expanding to 12 teams was a bad idea. I think it's a great idea. And now all the teams who stomped the other teams in this first round, they have to go up against each other. Well, not each other, but at first. But you know, they got to go up against stronger competition. I think of the four teams who got the bye, Boise State's probably the weakest. Whoever hits Boise State, because it's not like Boise State's actually that good this year. They have a great running back, and the reason you know he's a great running back is in part because their line's not that good, and he still managed to run for shit tons of yards, you know. But I think they're kind of one-dimensional. I don't need it to be all perfect or anything. I just need to have calories and feed me. So I don't know who ends up fighting Boise State in the next round, but whichever of the four winning teams here. Is there another game later tonight or no? There is. There's another game at 5:00, huh? So it's not done yet. Penn State plays Boise State. Okay, I think, especially given what Penn State did to poor SMU this morning, I think Penn State's going to probably beat up on Boise State. But the other three games should be pretty good. I guess that it's Ananda Alvarez. Or is it Diamond Brain? Oh, Diamond. I guess that's Diamond. Ohio State versus Tennessee. Well, I suspect Ohio State will win that, but I think that should be a much better game because at least Tennessee is a strong SEC team. They're not as strong as Georgia, I don't think. I don't think they're as good as Alabama either, really, but I also don't even think they're as good as Ole Miss. We're getting down to brass tacks. But I still think they're good enough to give Ohio State a game. I think they're the fourth best team in the SEC, with South Carolina nipping on their heels. Yes, I do know a lot about college football. It'll be cold as shit in Columbus. Yeah, I'd probably give Ohio State an advantage. I mean, you could really see the home field advantage in the Penn State SMU game. Every time SMU got down in the red zone near the end zone, the quarterback couldn't hear anything. They got multiple false starts. It's crazy. Dabo Sweeney's like, well, we gave up 28 points in the first half, and we only scored 10. But, that's just not Clemson football. We just got to come out in the second half and apply ourselves. No, Dabo Sweeney. Your team just doesn't have the talent that Texas' team has. It's pretty clear. It's most clear when Texas is on on defense, but it's clear when, no, on offense, when Texas is on offense. Ah, shit, burning, no, god damn it, how did this happen? It's just gone for a minute. Jesus Christ. Look at this nightmare. Look at this disaster. Are there any drones flying over the stadiums? I don't know. I don't even know if the things that people have been spotting are actually drones, They could be. Could be something else. But I do believe they spotted something, all those people. Alright, this is good enough. This burger is probably cooked well. Have we cooked long enough? Let me poke one with the knife and see. No, it's not done yet. Alright, put more wine in, I guess. Maybe by the time that wine boils off, they'll be done. I actually go through a decent amount of wine even though I don't drink. I really hope the Omaha cow is yummy. I hope so too. We might have lettuce because we bought 2 salad bags last time, but I think I saw Rachel had thrown it away because it was old. Maybe got all wilty or something. I could look in there. If we have lettuce that's already pre-cut up, I'll put it on. But we don't have any lettuce that's not already pre-cut up. I didn't really need to put that qualifier there. Yeah, we don't have any more lettuce. I don't really feel like cutting up an onion. These cows are from Omaha, Nebraska. They're corn huskers, tried and true. Is that the Omaha that Omaha Steaks is from? Omaha, Nebraska? I think there's another Omaha someplace too. Needs to boil down a little bit more. It's coming along now. You know what they say? You can't break an omelet without meeting a few Craigs. You're doing fine, burgers. You're doing fine. I'd say they're probably done now. We'll just let that wine boil away a little bit more. Because it still smells really winey. So we'll let that boil down a bit more, and then we'll call it a cooking session. 148 yards rushing against Clemson. In the first half, that's a lot of rushing yards in the first half. There's just a few rushing plays too, because they kept busting big plays. Clemson can't stop them for shit. All right, here we go. Burger over there. Burger over here. Back there and here for the moment. I'll put the ketchup part on top. Ketchup part on top. I'll get Rachel a few chips. Okay. I bring these plates over here. I suspect Rachel will come eat in here, but I don't know for sure. I'll get myself a beverage of some kind. I think anything to go with the fridge. I could get her one of these too. She might want water. I don't know. All right. Let's tell Rachel that the food is ready. We'll come over here. We'll eat the food. And then perhaps we will be ready for the second half. After we eat it, I'm going to pull some bongers too. All right, beautiful. The food's ready. Okay. All right, let me turn on some more lights in here. It's getting a little dark. Would a jive turkey go with a burger? Maybe. I don't know. Not for me, but maybe some people would say it's the perfect complement. I guess it might depend on which bartender prepares your jive turkey. I'm tall and slim, like a piece of paper or an envelope. Well, no, I don't want that. Old habits die hard. All right, so since this is at halftime, I'm going to go ahead and mute this. Okay. So we're gonna mute this. See if there's. Oh wait, is it 5 o'clock yet? At 5 o'clock, there's not just the football game. There's also the USC women's basketball game, and it's number either 6, 7, or 8. USC is first. It's right here, darling. You can take it in wherever you want. You don't have to eat it here. Oh, okay, cool. I got one. I didn't get you one, but I got me one. Oh, okay. I didn't know what you wanted. Thank you. How much more shit could I have gotten on my shirt? God damn it. So, I've watched a couple of YouTube videos on like tips and tricks for the football game I bought, and it's really helped a lot.
That's good. It's not an easy game.
No, it's very complicated, but like one thing they added to this game this year, never been there before. I've never played with it before. Is you can adjust the length of your routes. So if you hot route a receiver and push L1, hold it down, then you can go either up to make the same exact route longer or down to make it shorter. You know, pretty cool.
Good.
That's pretty damn good, huh? I mean, pretty tough. Why are you bothering? Why are you bothering to highlight Biden's failures? He's not coming back for another term.
I like the seasoning with it.
Right. I use the Omaha sprinkles plus Worcestershire sauce in mine. War is awful. Well, I'm sure the experience of war is awful. But that doesn't mean that military force should never be used. You want a piece of Patty, here. Here you go. Well, I really needed some food. This is good. Well, I guess we could, but during halftime, watch the hockey game. San Jose Sharks are playing against the Edmonton Oilers. The San Jose Sharks are not a good hockey team, but they're winning this game 2-1. And even though their record may not be great, it's easy to believe that the Sharks have a chance to win any given game. More so than I used to believe that Clemson has any chance to win this game in football. I tried to keep believing in SMU. I actually watched a fair amount of that Penn State SMU game before. We're going, okay, I give up. SMU is getting absolutely throttled. I kept thinking, well, you know what? Their offense looked pretty good between the red zones. They kept moving the ball, but that SMU quarterback threw 2 pick sixes early in the game. Oh. He hasn't missed those very often, that's for sure. But it's just another turnover causes that major problem. San Jose Sharks, you need to suck less. I'm watching the Sharks game right now. Hi, Eric's Edits. I don't know if I remember you or not. Well, maybe I'm a little jealous, but mostly I'm not because I don't know if you're aware of this, but alcohol, if you drink it, sometimes the next day you get a hangover. Well, I had planned actually to. I got all the stuff packed up in the back of the buggy as I was planning on taking it over to the other house during halftime. But I think I'll just wait till the start of the third quarter because it doesn't seem like Clemson had much of a chance in this game. I feel a lot better having had some food.
It's good.
Who's Instagramming you?
I don't know.
It is Strange Boy. Hello, Suck Deep Sing. It's only 3:03 for me. Yeah, you're not wrong. No, I'm not doing any HVAC. I would just be taking the stuff up there, putting it in the house so that I have less prep to do in the morning, when I get up to go paint. Throw the ball, North Dakota State. This game is long over, but I'm watching it with time saved up. I hate injuries. They slow the damn football down so much. Does Rachel have the flu? No, she's just not feeling well. So we may take her to the doctor tomorrow or the next day, depending on how she feels in the morning. No, I haven't, Eric. I have not tried that because the thing is, an easier way to get more nutrients is just to eat more food. Bam! Down goes Frazier. Let's skip ahead in this game. 21-21 now in the fourth quarter. This is much better than the FBS game. I feel fairly satiated. You don't want to try, you just get constipation. Thanks, Diamond. I'll keep that in mind. Pia, pia, pia.
Led with a face mask and a gain of 5 more. It's third down. And just, Roy, just go back to the point of run me at all costs. This North Dakota State offense
Satiated means full.
Quarterback gets injured. Third string quarterback was not going to do it. They played it more safe, but this is not the time to play it safe. This is the time to go and get it. Playoffs are on the line.
All right, let's smoke some weed. No, you can't eat your own poop. You have to eat more food, I said. Not eat the poop. Look, there's only one thing you should do with your poop. Just flush it right down the toilet. Listen, what I want you to do, Eric, is I want you to believe in Crystal Light because you believe in you. I have something else to tell you, Eric, as well. If you have a structured settlement and you need cash now, call JG Wentworth, 877 cash now, 877 cash now. Thanks. That was a message for Eric here.
Oh.
He seems like he might have a cash settlement and need cash now.
Oh.
Oh, what a good defensive play. Good job, number 26. What a good play. He jumped right up into the air and batted that ball down before it got to the receiver. Pow and jump, pow. What a good play. Wow, I didn't think he was in position to make that play. Okay, I'll show you. Sure. Why not? Here, I'll show you what the play I'm talking about was. Look at it here. See, tapped away. I'll try to show you again. A better view this time. No, I still can't really see, but trust me, it was a good play. Okay, just trust me on this one. Stop being so untrusting. There we go. All right. So, like I was about to do, time to pull some bong reps. Let's pull them. Let me see who this is first. I believe it is Mr. Downstairs. The happening is at hand. Ooh, there's a happening? Where's it at? I want to know. Sated means the same thing. But I don't think I think it's sated is a verb form, like, well, satiate is too, though. I don't know. Maybe they just different forms of the same word, basically. Sate or satiate. You bring up a good question, G. I'm pleased that you've begun discussing important matters.
I love you.
I love you too. And I think you're a special lady.
Thanks, I think you're a special man.
And you let me down then, man. And then it's the month I get bouncing, man. For those of you who don't know, one of the unfortunate side effects of love is that it can make you retarded. I don't think J.G. Wentworth is a good fellow. I don't think he's wicked either. He's just profiting off other people's poor financial decisions. That's not a catch. He was out of bounds. Can I spell run for you? Well, you already know how to spell it. You just spelled it right there. It's R followed by a U followed by an N. Are you in? No, you're not in. If I have to ask you that, you probably aren't thrusting very hard. Sated and satiated are both words that mean to be fully satisfied, but satiated is more formal and implies a greater degree of satisfaction. Huh? What do you know? What do you know? Winston's mom confirmed what I thought, which is they basically mean the same thing. Oh, you know what? Actually, that might very well be a catch. If he had like the tip of the ball in one hand here. Well, I could show you again too, but it's too much hassle. I think they're going to call that a touchdown. Remarkably, I was sure he was out of bounds, but I think they're going to call that a touchdown.
Control. You need firm control, and that to me looked like 1 foot in bounds, outside foot, that right foot, and firm control.
Hand size in the National Football League scrutinized, especially by quarterbacks, receivers. Lance has large hands, and that plays a factor in control of the pigskin. In a full sprint, right near the end of the end zone. Put it down, and he's got it. We never see the ball waffle after that moment.
If that's ruled touchdown, that is a great catch.
After video review, the player maintained control with the body flat down.
Oh. What am I watching here? Is that what you're asking? Or why not just say full? You could say full. Except the point is, I'm trying to say is that prior to eating, I had felt an emptiness, that needed to satiate. Because you can satiate something other than hunger, right? But you can't be full of bong rips, for example. So I can pull these bong rips I can find my appetite for bong rips to be sated or satiated. That doesn't mean I'm full. So maybe you're right. I could have used full because it's food, but that wasn't the idea I wanted to convey. I wanted to convey that I was no longer fiending. All right. So after that great catch by North Dakota State, we are going to take a gander. That's just incredible. What a crazy catch. Looking at it real time, I can't imagine anybody calling it a touchdown, but when you see the replay, definitely a touchdown. 28-21 now, North Dakota State. Remember, this game's long over, but I'm watching it, and I don't know what happened, so don't tell me. 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. South Dakota State has the ball. They need to put 7 on the board to keep pace here. Potentially push it into overtime, We'll see if they're able to do so. I think that South Dakota State in this game has mostly just run the ball, but with an occasional like play action or something. They got enough time left that if they can move the ball, they don't need to worry about running out of clock. Ah, they threw the ball there. Threw it underneath in the flats. Gets blown up by North Dakota State. 3 defenders converge on the wide out. Kind of almost like a little wide receiver screen, but just the last option out for the quarterback. His safety choice. Mark Gronowski. Mark Gronowski is playing quarterback for the South Dakota State Jackrabbits. He takes a snap from the shotgun, and it's a design quarterback draw because he runs the ball a lot. This South Dakota State quarterback is basically an option quarterback with the ability to complete some few passes. Is it weird to suddenly smell the smell of someone you used to know? The smell of someone you used to know. Well, it's not necessarily weird, like sometimes I'll smell something that smells like my grandma's house or my grandma. Probably it's a combination of like artificial rose fragrancy stuff and other things that were at my grandma's house that smelled a certain way, you know? Mary Shelley did write Frankenstein, but she didn't marry him. All right. Now, let's devote our attention towards Barnes. I will check back on the Clemson game here. Let me see what's going on. Is it second half yet? I don't know. Let me go back to the other one. We'll find out. Can South Dakota State, can they do it? Can they overcome this 7-point deficit on the final drive to either push this to overtime, go for 2 and win, or not make it for 2 and lose, or something like that? Can they? Can they? Will they? Let's find out. Jackrabbit, go down south. The opponent to the Jackrabbits are the Bison of North Dakota State. This is at North Dakota State, at the Bison's field. And North Dakota State is leading by 7 points. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter. Jackrabbits driving, needs 7 to stay in the game. And he drops back to pass. This quarterback, who's, like I said, mostly an option quarterback, really. Flag on the play. Flag? Nobody wants your flags. Okay? Uh-oh. That's on the Jackrabbits. All right, 2nd and 25. Fourth quarter, 1:39 left. The Jackrabbits just took a big penalty. And because that's a 15-yard penalty, 2nd and 25. Whoever is guilty of that face mask penalty, I don't think it helped him like accomplish anything really. In other words, unlike a holding penalty where it might be responsible for the play actually getting sprung in the first place, you know, they wouldn't have been able to spring a play if there weren't the holding. I don't think that was the case in that one. So that was a very costly penalty by whichever Jackrabbit committed it. And the rush comes out of shotgun. He throws the ball. Oh, he had his man, and the pass was right there. Oh, my God. I think that's the receiver's fault. I really do think that's the receiver's fault. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, it is. It's the receiver's fault. It is the receiver's fault here. What a disaster. Boom. Oh, my God. That's just a stone cold drop. what a stone cold drop in such a critical moment of the game. Boom. Oh my lord. What a great pass. And that quarterback is not a throwing quarterback, and it was a dime on the fucking money, and he dropped it. I guess that's why he's in FCS, you know. Now this game's over. That play right there, you dropper, you cost your team the game. There's no way you're going to make this 4th and 17. That was your chance. You blew it. It's your fault your team lost. Because if you had gotten that pass, then, all of a sudden, you got plenty of time. 1st and 10, you're close. You're down and close. Now, you're doomed. Doomed to fail.
It's Interstate 29. The dominance for both sides.
So apparently, the Dakotas have are the powerhouses of FCS because they have North Dakota State, and South Dakota State are 3 of the 4 last FCS teams. I don't know who the 4th one is. 3:20 in the afternoon. I'm waiting for 5 o'clock at this point. The Clemson game's back on. Let's see what happens. I kind of want to see it's 31-10. All right, Clemson, throw the ball. Oh God. Oh God. Oh Lord. What was that? Look at this shit by Clemson. Look at this shit. What in the world was that, Clemson? Here. He threw it backwards, though, so it's a fumble. You can't just, because you're the quarterback, throw it backwards and have it be a forward pass, That was dumb of you, Clemson quarterback. What were you thinking? 2nd and 24 now. And he's about to get sacked again. Texas's offensive line now in this part of the game, the second half here, is looking as outmatched as their defensive line. Their defensive line looks totally outmatched, Clemson's does. Texas is just, it's like, the way it looks so far, Texas could just hand the ball off up the middle every play and get 4 or 5 yards. So, but they're not giving their quarterback enough time. Well, he's not like, he doesn't have no time. He could accomplish a few things potentially. Hi, innumerable stars. How you doing? 31-10. I know. Well, hope springs eternal. Oh, you had your guy. Oh, he's got tipped by that guy. Well, Clemson, just go back to whichever Carolina you come from and drown in your tears because this has unmasked you and the whole ACC. If SMU getting destroyed didn't, this is finishing the job, Oh my God. You're punting. Well, I don't blame you for punting 4th and 15 from the 30-yard line. You're on 30. It makes perfectly good sense. But Clemson, you just didn't. You're not even putting up a fight. You just came here to roll over and die. And you're proving Putty Cat right. Is that what you want to do, Clemson? You want to help Putty Cat with his argument? What's up with that, Clemson? That's kind of shit I expect from Clemson. Clemson is the kind of place where they help Putty Cat in his sour pants argument about the college football game. Well, the games have been retarded, but it doesn't mean that they are inherently retarded. Like earlier, I briefly contracted Down syndrome because of my love for my wife. But that doesn't mean I liked it better with the ass, actually. Yeah. I'm retarded. It should be ST. I'm retarded. STARDED. And Lamau, Eric being goofy is okay. Me, goofy? I'm never goofy. I'm incredibly serious, incredibly important, incredibly refined and dignified, incredibly responsible and professional in all of my doings. And this guy looks sad. Oh, I'm just sitting here looking at my feet. Oh. No, I'm not so sad. I'm like, what's down there? But this is just like sad. Oh, wow. This is Tirehead, by the way. Yeah, my name's Tirehead. I'm not really feeling that great. Well, maybe you should get on Wellbutrin, Tirehead. I tried it. It makes me impotent. Really? You too? Well, that's exciting news. Looks like I've got a comrade in arms here in Tirehead. I'm sorry, but I don't want to be your comrade because I'm just so sad. Tirehead, that's really sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. Gorsh Brooks. Garsh Brooks? I think it would be Gwash Brooks, like that. Or Boashooks. Boashooks. Boashook Covington could be the name. Well, we've got a little time to kill. Quite a bit of time to kill before 5 o'clock. I think I might wrap this up now and maybe stream again later. So, thanks for being here, everybody. Love you and see you later.